I just got canceled on. I'm pissed. This guy has asked me to go on a date with him multiple times, and I have either ignored or said no every single time. Finally, I was like, okay, fine, I'll go on a date with you. We're supposed to be at the restaurant in 30 minutes. 10 minutes ago, he texted me, hey, I'm mad busy. I might need to postpone. No need to postpone. Like, that is so rude. So rude.
Sounds like from your statement you're upset and doesn't feel too good. Maybe be more respectful next time.
Yeah, I don't think you guys understand. It's not easy operating with 0% Riz, okay? I was at an event where there were so many attractive gentlemen, all like-minded individuals to myself, okay? I was intimidated by all of them. Intimidated meaning like it was like a flock of hot dudes who were all very intelligent and very good looking and also very like focused on the same type that I was also focused on. I did not know how to speak to them. So what did I do? I did not speak at all. I did not speak at all, baby. What kind of results did that yield for me? That yielded a lot of results of me kind of wandering around, just kind of picking up pamphlets, being like, oh, that's nice. These are fun. These are fun. What is all this? What is all this? And, yeah, so I'm gonna be single forever. And, cause I don't know how to sort of bridge that gap where I'm like, yes, tell me about your fine product, to being like, what's up? I don't know what to do because I also want to be authentic, but then, it's just tatted up dude bros. They weren't dude bros. These were men. These were men. And I was like, whew. So yeah, guys, we out here. Yeah, we out here. We out here for sure. I'm just waiting for the right guy to land on my lap. Just be like, oh, there he is. Everyone else, no worries. No worries, I found him. He's right here. It's a tough one.
Fellas, I have a question. Am I the only female that believes in going 50-50? I do not believe in men being the sole provider. Like, I cannot just sit at home while you go make all the money. No, when the bills due, the mortgage due, I got my half. Where's your half? That's how I am. Like, ladies, get your ass up, make some money, and pay bills.
That man to the ground when I see him. Come straight down to the ground. I'm gonna go into his shit like
All right, so I'm a 35-year-old, not married, don't have kids, currently single. So it's just me and my two dogs. And I talk to my dogs all the time, constantly having conversations with them. Like, for example, today my one dog went to the groomer. So I was asking my other dog tonight if he was lonely all day, if he missed his brother while he was at the groomer. And he was just laying there staring at me. I swear my dogs can understand what I'm saying. That's maybe call me crazy, but I talk to them so much at this point that I think they're actually comprehending it. That's another thing. But I had this moment tonight of just like, am I losing my sanity? Like, really, I was just sitting in that for a bit tonight. Like, am I crazy that I have conversations with my dogs all day? And then I thought to myself, I would go insane if I didn't talk to anyone. So that's what I decided. Maybe I'm crazy, but I will continue talking to my dogs all the time for the foreseeable future until there's another human being around. Because I would get so bored if I wasn't talking. If I was just sitting around quiet all the time. You just can't. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I insane? Does anyone else do this?
These new men are pathetic. Not just built different, built very, very wrong. Cause why did I tell this guy the other day? Cause we had already agreed, like, we were gonna see each other Then the day he messaged me to see me, I was joking, but like, he was like, so I'm seeing you. And so I said, hell no. And he's so emotional. It's honestly annoying. So he like took that to heart. Like they cannot take rejection at all. And so he just went completely ghost. Like he messaged me the next day and then I pretended like none of that actually happened. But the point is, back in the day, I could tell somebody to leave me alone or I'm going to call the police and they would jump over my gated community and sit outside of my house for 2 weeks. Like, y'all don't even try anymore.
You know, when you're talking with a guy and you realize the immediate moment that you're like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. That was me last night. I was on FaceTime with this guy and I made a comment like, I don't read. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna lie about it anymore. I don't read. I don't read. And that's not a crime, okay? So anyway, I said that on the call and then he tried to act like he read, which he really does read, come to find out. So I was like, oh, what book are you reading right now? He tells me like cover to cover what it's. And then I was like, so when do you find time to read? Who has time to read? And then he's like, oh, like at night. And I'm like, all right, whatever, fine, we get it, you read. That wasn't it. It was the point when he said that he not only pays attention to the news, but he gets a newspaper delivered to his home. He does work in politics. So, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. It's kind of like his job. That would be like me being like, yeah, I don't watch TikTok, but I am an influencer. So, I mean, I guess I get it. But that was the moment, yeah, that I realized we're probably not gonna work out because we could not be more different. I don't think I've seen a newspaper since like I was 3. Yeah, we haven't talked since that phone call, so I think you realized it too.
You know what? God forbid a man be smart and educated. Isn't that what y'all said y'all wanted?
It's really a thing. Attractive guys don't be. They don't
options.
always approach. Yeah, they got options.
They got options. That's
Yeah,
why. They got too many.
they get to pick.
Who they want. And if they
I
really
mean,
like
that's
you,
a
they'll-
high level.
Isn't that a
though.
little sassy?
That's a super.
Isn't that feminine like? Isn't that what we
yeah,
do?
But now you talking about like a celebrity status. That's like super. You say attractive, I just mean like an attractive guy in a grocery store.
No, I mean just looks. Yeah, like yeah.
But I'm telling you why they don't approach, because they thinking about it too much.
No, I think because they have too many options. That's why they don't approach.
Hell no, I'm telling you right now, no.
Yeah, I could agree.
That's not
I feel
true.
like it's both.
You got to be a superstar to have hella options as a dude.
Yeah. Because guys are thirsty.
This is really thinking they
Bro,
look
that
that
guy
just
like
thinking.
that guy like that.
But
But
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's capped though.
not in all cases.
Yeah, there's
I think I'm like
outliers, but I'm
50-50
just
with
saying,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's outliers, but I'm saying the majority of dudes, you're not just pulling hella chicks just because you're handsome. And if it is that, you got to be younger in college or something like that. Like
You
in
gotta
that
have some type of motion.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
at
that's
some point
what-
it's like you cute, but what you got going on?
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
No woman's
I
gonna
don't
be
give a
attracted
hell
to you in the
about
first
that.
place. So
Yeah, I don't care nothing about that.
Isn't that what we as modern women are supposed to be doing? Being on our worst behavior? Why y'all acting like us?
Is it just me, or is the dating world like really bad these days? I was married for 12 years, and this is not the dating world that I was in all those years ago. I feel like everybody now just like wants to hook up, doesn't want a relationship. Yeah, it's also very hard to find someone who loves Jesus and is rooted in their faith. Maybe it's just me, but I just feel like the dating world is just not what it was when I was dating many years ago. And so now being back in it, I don't know. It's not great.
What's funny is a lot of modern women think that they can just jump off of a sinking ship and save themselves. Unfortunately, when they jump off of said sinking ship, then they find out the ship recovered and continues to sail on smoothly as it was in the first place. Wonder who the problem is here.
I was in a relationship with this guy, and then I dumped him to make him be in a situationship with me, and he wasn't having it. He has standards. So ladies, please don't go from number 1 to number 2.
Walking out, I was telling them, hey, we were talking entirely too long to those guys for us to sit there and not have not one drink offered us, not one appetizer offered to us, nothing offered to us. That is unacceptable behavior, and I'm sorry.
For context, that girl and her friends were at a restaurant and some men started talking to them. About 15 minutes went by and that woman in the video is saying, hey, they're not buying appetizers, they're not buying drinks, we gotta go. And she thought that was disrespectful of the men to talk to them without buying them drinks or appetizers. Then it hit me. Doesn't that remind you of content like this? Hey man, I took this girl to Ruth Chris, I bought her lobster tails, I bought her steak, and she didn't give me no ass. Then the women in the comment section are eating him up. If you just hire, that woman owes you nothing but her presence. But now when a woman is saying she wasn't compensated for her time, women in the comment section of that video are like, oh yeah, if you ain't buying me nothing, this ain't gonna work. If you guys want to be compensated for your time, just be an escort. Ah, you see, I got you now. If you want appetizers and drinks in exchange for your time, yes, be a high-level escort. Those men will gladly pay for your time, buy you dinner, appetizers, or even bags and vacations. Here, I'll help you. There's a site called Seeking Arrangements where you can meet men who will pay for your time. Glad that helped.
Why do men not understand hints?
It's because our brains are wired differently. They've actually done studies on this. Women have more connections going from one hemisphere to the next when we're communicating, whereas men have more connections going front to back. This just means that it's easier for women to pick up on subtle changes, tone, the nuances of a conversation that we deem easy, but a lot of men don't. So instead of being upset that men don't communicate the same as women and they don't pick up on hints, just provide them with straightforward and direct communication. Let them know what you want and what you need. And then if they don't do it after that, then you can be mad. But don't be upset because men don't communicate the same as women, because their brains are wired just a little bit differently.
2 years ago, right when I got back to Utah, I was dating a guy that I had dated the last time that I was single. And pretty quickly I realized that for me it wasn't going to work. And my reasons at the time seemed like logical. One of the main reasons was because he worked a ton and I didn't feel like he was prioritizing time with me. At that time, I remember him saying something to me that has really stuck with me, and that was that if I wanted a man that was going to prioritize time with me, I was going to need to find me another one of the ex-husbands that I had just divorced. And I argued with him and said, no, there's men out there that are successful, that are driven, and that want to prioritize a relationship. Time with the person that they're in a relationship with. 2 years later, and we just had this conversation again, and I have a whole new understanding and perspective and appreciation. The other day, he said to me, Amber, you're not looking for the ways that people choose to show that they love you. You're looking for all the reasons that they don't. And if a man prioritizes time with you and that's taking away from his hustle, his work ethic, the way that he provides, the way that he feels about himself, is that really something that you want? And the answer is no. The shift from looking for the reasons why something's not going to work or what people aren't doing to give me what I need and what I deserve to looking for the things that they are doing. So if somebody's working 60 hours a week and takes time for even a 10-minute phone call, I know that that is something that they're doing because they want to. And it means more to me coming from somebody who is as busy as, you know, a lot of men and people are, because this isn't just a dating thing. This is a person thing. But man, like the just, I don't know, burden that I've released from myself in these expectations that I was setting, in looking for the wrong things instead of the right things. There's some men out there that know what they're talking about.
If you in your 20s, play them all. Don't be trying to be in a relationship, especially most of these dudes in their 20s. They're not even going to hit their full potential till later. And they're more likely to play you. And it's going to be devastating. And they're more likely not even going to settle down and pick their wife till they're 35. So just have fun.
Okay, let's talk about something really quick. Young women's minds today are so warped. And it's so sad because young women, like this girl, giving other young women, young impressionable women on TikTok horrible ass advice. And it's like, young ladies, please listen to me when I say this. That's not the way to go. In your 20s, you do not want to go around playing. That's not what you want to do. You call yourself playing these men, you're the one getting played this. You're the one getting cracked. I'm sorry. Like, you guys can fool yourself to as much as you want to, but at the end of the day, he can still go around town and say, yeah, I smashed that, I hit that. On top of that, why would you compromise your body for temporary pleasure? No disrespect to her. I'm not coming for her. This isn't a video to come for her. This is just a video Because a lot of y'all think like this. Why would you compromise your body, risk the STDs, risk pregnancies by a man who's not worth anything? Women, we will watch other women get done dirty 25/8. We watch it all day on social media. We watch it all day with family and friends. We watch it 25/8. And it's like, you bitches have zero pattern recognition skills. We see this happening and will still go out and pick the possible to get pregnant by and then complain and say, oh, well, yeah, they ain't worth the damn. Like, I even had to do this. Every woman, we need to really look at our screening process and look at what we're picking these men based off, because most of the time it's money. Is he tall enough? Does he have a Hellcat? It's that don't matter. I'm sorry to say it. Save yourself. Wait for your husband. This hookup culture, sleeping with all these men for money, playing these men. We need to stop giving our young, impressionable women this horrible ass advice. Throughout history, we have always been better than men, morally, up until now. Up until social media, we are the most morally bankrupt we've ever been.
I don't know why, but I did not mentally prepare for it, going from being somebody's wife to literally going to the what's your favorite color stage. I'm really back at that point again.
As a man, why wouldn't you want to be up my ass? I just don't understand that. Nothing about that clicks to me. Busy? Huh? No.
This how I know I don't give about no male attention. Y'all, if I'm out with the homegirls and they sharking and I think Cuddy and his friend ugly, I just walk away. I let my friends go do their thing. Y'all do y'all big one, but I can't entertain. I'm not taking nothing for the team. Nothing for the team. I am uninterested, but I'm gonna watch y'all from a distance to make sure y'all safe.
Okay, so I just want to say this. One problem that a lot of women have when it comes to dating is stop thinking that just because a man will trick on you, that means that he will be with you. Like, a lot of y'all don't understand that it's a lot of y'all that y'all look good and y'all got nice bodies, and men spend money on you because they like the way you look, or maybe they just want you in the bedroom. But just because he's spending a couple dollars because, you know, he want to hit does not mean that you actually qualify to be in a relationship with these men. Like, if ain't nobody trying to put you up and pay your bills, if ain't nobody trying to mirror you, then these men do not take you seriously. Like, just because you pretty and you got a nice body does not mean that you have what it takes to lock down a certain type of dude. Like, a lot of y'all need to work on having more going for yourself outside of y'all looks. Like, yeah, y'all look good, but y'all be annoying. Like, y'all don't got no substance. And it's like, you got to work on that before you get 30, because you can't be 35, 40 still getting tricked on. So, yeah, I just want to say that.
Why are young black couples not getting married? Specifically, why are young black men not asking?
The modern man there's a lot less incentive on getting married nowadays. Many would argue that in the modern society, the man stands more to lose, because you understand, and this is a philosophy that I wrote when I was in high school. Men look at women as investments. So a woman, a real man, like a real elite top tier man, we look at women as investments, not as in, you know, what's in it for us, give and take. It's an emotional investment. It's a spiritual investment. Women look at men for a different type of, not so much investment. They're looking for, you're more based off of safety, security. You're in that realm of like, make me feel good, make me feel safe, make me confident that I made the right choice. We're generally looking at women as, we bring them a seed and we just need you to help it grow. That's it. So when men say, you're not supporting me, they're basically saying, hey, I have a seed here. Can I get some water? You know, so in the modern society, I think why men aren't asking is because there's fears of having that failed return on investment.
I just remembered why I don't ask men if they're seeing other women, because I remember when I was talking to this one guy and I asked him if he was seeing other women, and he said, "You're my favorite." You're my favorite. Out of how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, bacon with mama.
No, I don't have to bacon with mama. You have to bacon with the Italian.
What? What?
My dad showed me how to do that.
Your dad showed you how to do what?
It is not quirky or funny to publicly admit that your emergency contact is your boyfriend or husband who is deeply incompetent and irresponsible. It is wildly concerning to me to see all of the women that are under the sound that are saying, ladies and gentlemen, my emergency contact, and he is doing the most outlandish type of behavior.
Your back's gotta be pretty sore from doing all that reaching. Like, there's no way you didn't grow 3 inches. It has got to be very exhausting trying to turn every single moment into a think piece on hating men. This is a very harmless trend, women posting their partners doing something goofy and captioning it my emergency contact. That's literally the joke. But you've somehow managed to try and turn it into some kind of deep commentary about incompetence and irresponsibility based off of a 5-second clip. You deduced that about someone from a 5-second clip. Be so for real. God forbid women actually feel safe and secure in their relationships. God forbid they actually have a dynamic where they can joke around with their partner. But no, you had to make it about how awful men are because he tripped over his own feet in a TikTok. If you are mad that you can't participate in the trend, then just say that. Because your username being your boyfriend's worst nightmare and your bio saying let men rot make it pretty clear where you stand. Maybe this just isn't the space for you. By all means, keep trying to suck the fun out of everything while we are out here actually enjoying our relationships.
One thing they're gonna do is let you know about them degrees, and that's the thing.
Y'all tear her to shreds in them comments. But I get what she's saying. She's just saying basically maybe she delivered it wrong. But at the end of the day, she just basically telling y'all, women, like men don't look at, and they don't. You can ask men. Men do not look at and do not care. Most men don't care how many degrees you got and how much money you make and this is this or that. And like, at the end of the day, it's like facts. Women care about if men make 6 figures, if men got degrees and this and that. Men typically don't care about that. History has shown men care about how you look on his arm. Men typically care about those things. So that's all she's saying at the end of the day. Y'all tear her to shreds, and she's just saying, you know, women with degrees, you typically see a lot of women with degrees and this and that. That's why you see a lot of those that are not married yet, or, you know, haven't figured out like the dating and this and that, because, you know, they got everything else, but they don't have the husband. And she's not saying that you gotta, I guess, dumb down. But the way she delivered it, I guess, was a little, but it's her. So that's how she delivered everything. But I get where she's coming from, though. I genuinely get where she's coming from. And, like, those are just facts. Like, literally.
Just feel like I'm hella complex and I got like a lot of things.
So you feel like it gotta be somebody that's broken too?
Not necessarily broken, but I feel like they're more understanding, they're more receiving, you know, in a sense.
I mean, I hear you, but I feel like that'd be like, it's a double entendre kind of, because if you're, you know, communicating with somebody, you know, your feelings and how you feel, the person should be able to receive the information and help because they got a different mindset, you know what I'm saying? So they could give you that different perspective that you're not really seeing because you're so used to that one thing. You know what I'm saying?
I've tried though. Just didn't work.
But I feel like because I got a lot of female cousins and they always be like, I can't really deal with the square. Like, and it'd be like, that's so confusing to me, like, because y'all say y'all want this, y'all want the good guy, you know what I'm saying? But it's like y'all want it from the wrong people.
I just walked out of the room in a t-shirt, no pants, and my hair looking like this. I know you have many questions. I will not be answering them at this time. My husband looks right at me and was like, that is so nice. And I was like, you're welcome. But then I walk into another room. There's a mirror there. I see that's how my hair looks. And I totally forgot that's how I clip my hair. So I walk out and I was like, did you just say that's so nice because of my no pants or because my hair? Because I kind of look like a peacock. And he's looked me dead in the face and it's like, I'm going to be so honest. Not even an ounce of me realized your hair looked like a peacock. I was looking at where me cock is gonna go. Done. So that's the start to my morning.
You know, it's annoying
when your gym crush does not show up to the gym. Like, what is going on in your life where you have to miss out? I was anticipating for you to show up. I think I gotta give me like a couple crushes, but there's only one that's cute. But don't miss again, okay?
Are you guys really telling yourselves that like men only like short women because we resemble children? Like, is that really what helps you sleep at night? Because there's no fucking way. There's no way that I just saw a video of this girl commenting and saying that tall women are the standard, the beauty standard, and that men like shorter women because they resemble children. Bro, what?
When women are concerned about men's height, can men be concerned about women's weight? I see a lot of women that are like, I need a man that is 6 foot, he's 6'2". And so they have a physical requirement for who they are willing to date or who they're willing to marry. Is that the same as a man having a physical requirement as far as weight for a woman that he might be interested in or who he wants to marry? She needs to be under this amount of pounds. Is that the same? Is one right, one wrong?
I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get in trouble for this comment, sis. These modern women are not gonna like that.
I hate when you try to treat a man to some food and then all of a sudden he start acting like he eats light. I done seen you eat steaks and all kinds of stuff like that. Soon as it's on my dime, you want to act like I can't afford to treat you?
What kind of man you looking for, mama?
A man that is generous. A man that's a giver. So you don't have to be black. So I like all race. I don't discriminate at all.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
And over 100K. Let's just say either at 100K or a little bit over it. And the reason why I say that is because I'm literally there in my career, but also I know myself, and I hate to say this, but I will talk down on a man that make less than me. So I choose not to lower that. I want somebody to make over than I make, so it won't be no arguments and there won't be no jealousy. So yeah.
Couple questions. Okay. You have a 4-year-old. Does your 4-year-old's dad make 100K?
No, that's why I'm not with him, actually, because he's jealous of me. But we're not gonna get into that.
Well, we're gonna see it for 1 second, because what's what men will say. You had a baby by a man that didn't make 100K, but now you want a man that makes 100K or more to raise that child with you. They're gonna say that.
Yeah, I understand. But when you have a kid, you do raise the bar. And unfortunately, and it's just that. You raise the bar. I know where I am in my career. I know what I make. So it is what it is. If you don't make that, it's totally okay. You don't have to reach out to me. It's somebody else for you, not me. I want the black man, stop paying attention to those podcasts. Get out here and get in the field, for real. Go make some money. Stop arguing with females. Go make your money.
If the guy made 70K, don't reach out to you.
I prefer not to, honestly.
Don't do it. Sam Major said, when you have a child, you raise the bar, but you lowered your value.
To me, I didn't lower my value. That's to me.
Okay, have you ever dated a man that makes 100K or more?
No.
Okay. Oh, do you want more kids?
No, yeah.
You don't want more kids?
No. Y'all probably would. If I go into details, y'all probably would be looking at me like I'm crazy. I want a man that cooks for me.
So you're not gonna cook either?
No. I'm good. Go ahead, Kendra. Come on.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it for you, girl.
No, Kendra, let's go on to the next.
I have to do it, girl. Now, you almost made it through, but now you don't want to cook. You ain't having no more kids. Ivy girl. Now, you almost, listen, I almost didn't do it. But come on, girl.
She's lying. She's going to find a way to argue about this and everything else. This woman is a certified problem.
Office siren? Office siren? Oh, this outfit is so office siren core. Bitch! You're an walking HR violation.
Well, I tell you, women are so funny. Y'all funny as hell, man. But it took for a female stud to get on this app and say that she didn't want to be a provider to a woman no more that didn't have together and in order for all the women in her comment section to agree. But the hypocrisy kicks in when the men say that they don't want a woman that don't have her ish together either. Now all of a sudden it's 50-50. They told 50-50. I want a whole full provider. But a female stud just got on here and said she don't want to help no bomb ass female that ain't got her ish together either. Wow, look at that. Who is gonna be your emergency contact now? Did y'all figure it out yet? Did y'all figure it out? Get your ish together before y'all be out here dating and then got your own priorities in order. Emergency contact. Get them together.
I'm single now, and I realized that I will never be completely happy as long as I'm providing for somebody. I'm sorry, but it irks me to come home after I've been working, you know, to see somebody sitting up on my couch and not, you know what I'm saying, enjoying the fruits of my, I let somebody else come up in here and enjoy what I offer and to contribute, to pay a bill up in. I'm trying to have something. I'm trying to own a home. You know, if the right woman come along, maybe a family with the right woman. But like I said, I need a partner that's gonna be a partner, not a dependent.
Now I want y'all to go to Sun comments, right? No, Playboy, no, homie G, no, big dog. That ain't how that work. But go to bro comments and go look at them women agreeing with, right? Agreeing with, oh, I'm not gonna take care of that. Yeah, we don't need no dependents around here. Somebody just sitting on the couch mooching. Somebody, I gotta be a provider. No, no. That ain't how that work. So y'all understand when homie son said, but we sit here saying is, oh, you ain't no real man. If you ain't gotta just say that, you broke, just say that. Oh, my daddy did it. I seen my daddy did it. You just ain't no real man. Oh, so when the bulldaggers get on here and they complain about y'all, oh, y'all understand. Y'all get it. Oh, trifling. But when men get on here and say this very same exact thing, it's a problem. We ain't man enough. We gotta provide. Oh, I hope that love never find me. Oh, put me in my divine princess feminine energy. I need to be the video I just made the other time. I need to be a baby. Like, get out of here. Now y'all, oh my God. And this is why I don't give about tone, delivery, blah, all this is an excuse. Know what they talking about. They just don't give a damn. If you ain't they want to hear from, they don't care. Don't nobody want to sit there and have somebody mooch and leech off them and they just liability dependent. Y'all know. So, oh my God. But the bulldagger stud still going through the same thing that fellas out here going through. So maybe, just maybe, some of these women need to look in the mirror and change some of them expectations that they out here having.
That's pretty much it. These modern women, oh, you men are sassy. Y'all, if you ain't rich and generous, then just say that. If you broke, then just say that. Just get away and go date somebody in your tax bracket. Go date somebody in your league because it's somebody in your league. And then you find out when you take these types of women on dates, maybe the men had a point. Maybe these women out here, these modern women are greedy. Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
See, that's why I stay quiet when y'all are talking, because I'm the type of woman that's gonna take my man on a date and pay. You got me, I got you, baby. And that's not up for debate. All this talking about men are supposed to do this and men are supposed to do that. It's not a one-way street. My girlies, they get it. They get it.
I went on a date once with a guy that I didn't remember I had already gone on a date with.
Stop, really?
And when I got to his, because both times we met at his house when we were gonna walk to dinner. And I pulled up to his condo and I was like, oh no. Oh no. I had already gone on a date with him.
Wait, did he remember?
He remembered, and he referenced the date during our date
Girl, I couldn't remember. Stop. I'm telling you, and this is nothing on the men. I have some serious memory issues I need to sort through because I do not remember it.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really go around saying like, I'm the prize, I'm this, I'm that. Because honestly, I don't want to feel like I'm an object, a trophy. You just flash me around, because that has happened to me a lot. Because when you're a pretty girl, men want to pursue you. It doesn't matter how you act, who you are, they don't care. So for me, the prize is the connection, the relationship, the loyalty, the honesty. What we're building together, that is the ultimate prize. That is something you can't get from every man. You can't get from every person. Friendship. The prize is the connection. That's what is the prize for me.
I like good natural hair too. Like recently, if you ain't got like you wearing wigs and stuff like that, and like you know what I'm saying, especially if your wig is more than like 15 inches. How long is your shirt?
First of all, don't ask me to ride a thing if you ain't back. Okay? I'm in my 30s, almost 40. Okay? I'm not gonna be up here that long. Okay? Back or I'm getting down.
We're so depraved as a society that a woman saying that she desires her husband to come home and to enjoy his life and to not just be a provider financially, but to be able to enjoy his life so much that he can provide spiritually and mentally. And people are actually upset at her because of that. Like, how dare you? How dare you want to spend quality time with your husband? How dare you want him to have hobbies and to have rest? And it's like, we take so much online advice from people who genuinely have transactional relationships with their partners. And if that's your cup of tea, more power to you. But it's like, I would not desire a relationship where the only thing that man is worth is his money. He doesn't know anything about me. He doesn't know anything about his children. His children barely see him. When we go on vacation, he's on his phone working. He works himself to death to the point where he doesn't even read his Bible. He don't even have the energy to pray for us. He can't go on a walk, or he doesn't know anything about what's going on in the kids' lives. It's just money. So what are those children going to do when they look back on their childhood? They're going to think of mom and dad barely being there, but all he was a wallet. And them kids is going to resent him. And I'm going to end up resenting him. I know it's each their own, but there's nothing wrong with a woman just verbally stating. I know there's the spirit of being like, oh yeah, you know, a man providing, I don't gotta work, I don't gotta do nothing. All he does is just spend. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with just putting it out in the atmosphere. Like, there are women that do desire partnership. There are women who definitely desire to be an Ezra, to be a helper in their partner's life. And I think that's also okay. That doesn't make them a bad person. That doesn't diminish the type of relationship they have in their household. But some women, and I am one of those women, that definitely just wants to be able to enjoy my husband. I want to enjoy the life that he wants to build for us. I don't want him to be tired and exhausted and running himself down into the ground because of some money. We can't take that stuff with us. You can't take it with us. So why not be able to like have the memories and the love and the actual affections? It doesn't mean that anyone desires an unambitious, hardworking man. It's just, while he's working hard, he should still be able to have some hobbies. He should still be able to have time to spend time with his friends, to be able to take his kids to go ride a bike, to the movies, you know what I mean? Go on date night and it not be a burden. I don't desire my household to be a burden to my husband. And there's nothing wrong with just saying that. And for all the women mad at her comments, there is a point of view. There are men out there that just want to be used for their wallets. And there are women that agree with you. Go find that. But to be in that woman's comments mad at her for her point of view is insane. She also deserves to talk about the type of marriage and household dynamics she wants to see. Because there are women like me that completely agree. Insane.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something, okay? I believe that if studs actually liked men, they would probably like, and I'm talking about the ones that still understand that they're women and still have their femininity still, like they would probably make some of the best girlfriends, if not wives, to men. Because When you're a stud, you're automatically put into the masculine role of things. Even though you're still a woman, you're still just by default put into the masculine role of things. And with that being said, you really see what men be going through in relation to women. And with that being said, what happens is you gain more of an understanding and you gain empathy for men and what they be going through. And when you have an understanding and an empathy for someone or something, you don't really get upset or as upset at the things that they do because you understand, you get it, and it kind of basically helps you be better because you understand. So yeah,
working at Target taught me, unless I'm like a super millionaire, bro, which I will be, I would not be like one of them hardcore provider dude, because every one of them I seen was absolutely miserable, bro. I would literally be like a therapist up in there as a cashier, like a dude come in with his family on like a Sunday. He want to be watching football on his one off day, but he get dragged out with them. Wife rocking Lululemons and Golden Goose sneaker and drive a Range Rover or Escalade. The wife and kids would go to get Starbucks, and every single time these dudes would complain to me about how much they hate their life, about how all they do is work all the time, their wife spend all their money, and how they basically got no freedom. Sometimes the combos would go deeper too, and they'd be like, bro, we live in check to check, we could barely even afford it. Meanwhile, his girl spending like $800, $1,000 at Target, bro, and finna go to Somerset Mall right after that. Bro, who would want that, bro? Now imagine if both of them worked, they would be able to afford that stuff easily. They could leave their kids with generational wealth. You know, the average black person passed down $0 in generational wealth. And we over here crying about, you know, who go pay bills, all this, all that. So your kids could either have generational wealth, had a way easier life, start off way ahead. But now they not. They go start off behind the curve because you wanted to be super provider, super dad, and your girl spending your kids' future college money at Lululemon. And you keep having to reverse mortgage your house so she can afford a Range Rover because she don't want to work. Now your kids don't have a paid off house they can sit. And you in tons of debt. You never gonna be able to retire, bro. You're cooked.
Why are studs now having to pay male prices? I just seen a flyer that said heels are free before 10. We done fell right through the cracks. They doing everything they can to treat us like a man. Y'all know damn well we not wearing no heels to the club. And it's crazy because I seen something else too. I used to pay $45 for a female haircut. Why did I just see masculine haircut $65? At this rate, I'm gonna go in with a dress and have my clothes in my bag. Do a little bend and snap at the door. I will fit in somebody's purse before I pay that. Lick a doorknob. Jump in the lake with crocodiles before I pay anybody's man price.
What happened to that pink tax though? I thought women were getting charged so much more for these feminine products and they had it so much worse.
Am I the only girl that struggle with like super nice guys? Like, I don't want a mean ass guy, but am I the only person that gets like kind of aggravated when a guy is just like overly nice? What is that? Like, is that trauma? Is that toxic? What is that feeling when a guy is really nice to you?
Literally just talking. Foolishness at that.
I often get asked the question, where do I find good guys? How can I find the right person? That question is a really good question, and my answer to that is they could be right in front of you. It could be that they are there, but you're not able to actually see them and you're not able to actually pick them out. And the reason could be because your subconscious beliefs and the things that have happened to you in the past. So the key is to let go of all of what is clouding your judgment and making it harder for you to see that the good guys are actually there.
I'm telling you, this message not going to get too far with modern women. It sounds like you're threatening them with accountability, and they definitely don't like that type of threat.
What a real man is. Where are the real men? Where are the real men at? The men, the real men.
Ladies, stop being so hard-headed at times when your man is trying to tell you things. Like, at times we think that a man is controlling us when he's trying to tell us something because he can see something better than we can. So, as women, we have to take a step back and say, maybe my man is right. Like, maybe he does see something that I can't see, because I'll be completely honest, men have a much better perspective of things than women do. Men know when something immediately, and we as women, we can't catch that. So take a step back,
Listen to your man. It's okay.
I asked over 100 men what's holding you back from feeling fully confident, and while some people gave me answers like hair and body weight, over 50% of the men said feeling like I'm not enough. Like no matter what I do, it's not good enough for the people around me. So if you're a man, this is your reminder that you don't have to do anything to be worthy of praise and acceptance, love and compassion. You're enough as you are right now. You don't have to hit certain achievements to be worthy of love, and you deserve to be celebrated for who you are. You're allowed to feel good about yourself even when you make mistakes, even when you're not the strongest or the funniest or the richest or insert thing here. And if you have a man in your life, he might seem stoic or like he has it all together, he's keeping it all together. Love on him, show him some appreciation. Remind him that he doesn't have to be this knight in shining armor 24/7.
Great words is just not reality. A lot of men in the comments said this exact same thing, but I appreciate it.